Most of the times, most of us get into relationships, boyfriend, girlfriend, committed relationship, marriages, or coexist or habitate with a partner for so many years. And we go in selflessly, put our whole selves on the line for the relationship, and oftentimes forget our own selves, our own interests, our own needs, and put the other person and the whole relationship above or ahead of everything. But I just want us all to understand that at the end of the day, relationships are important, but you mustn't forget the fact that we are still individuals that are part of a relationship, all striving for the common good of the relationship. And so it is apparent and absolutely crucial and important that you in the relationship prioritize yourself whilst also seeking the common good of the relationship. It cannot be right that you love somebody else more than you love your own self. You cannot be in a relationship to bite your nose to spite your face. You love, yes, but the Bible says, love your neighbor as you love your own self. Anybody who loves you genuinely from their hearts of hearts wants to see you do well, wants to see you succeed, always seeks your growth and development in whatever aspect of your life it is, and always seeks your welfare. And so if you're dating somebody, if you're living with somebody, if you're married to somebody that doesn't do this, that isn't seeking your interest, that doesn't want to see you happy, wants to see you grow, succeed in every aspect of your life, my darling, you should know that you're not in the right relationship. But more importantly, it is your job, it's your responsibility to make sure that at all times you are not treating yourself as second class. You are not prioritizing yourself, your needs, your interest, your progress, and your development as a person. And that you're seeking each and every day of your life to become a better person. Putting yourself aside and prioritizing other people's needs, going above and beyond for other people to your detriment, is silly. It's very stupid, and you are always the one that ends up last, and you always have your own self to blame for that, because it is your responsibility and it is absolutely imperative that you seek your interest in that same common union of a relationship or a marriage at all times. Many people think that loving yourself, seeking good for yourself is selfish, but actually it is called self-love, self-care, and self-preservation, and we all need to do this. And it actually makes you a better partner in the relationship, because you are not filled with bitterness and resentment towards the other person because you've had to put the other person's needs before yours. In this life, fairness is an attribute that is very attractive, but you can only have this in your relationship when you know who you are, when you learn who you are, and you make sure that you are never second class in the relationship, and you seek the common good of the relationship at the same time as seeking your interests. Make sure that you're dating, married to, or in relationship with somebody whose goals and interests align with yours. Sometimes a lot of us get caught up in lovey-doveyness, how good the apple is, how good the banana is in the pudding, and forget that that is just a fleeting, passing thing. It is an essential component of a marriage or relationship, don't get me wrong, but it is not the absolute important thing in the marriage. And to have one element over the other means that there is an imbalance in the marriage. Many people don't take the trouble to actually study people that they get committed to. They make fleeting decisions based on feelings, and feelings will always fail you. when you're not using the feelings to be pragmatic and real, because this life is a real life happening in real time. If you go based on feelings that are fleeting, that change and pass away in moments, you would always fail. You would always be upset. You would always be sad because you never really went down to the roots to figure out what it is that is going to help you become a better person. And so if you're married, it's absolutely imperative that you're happy. And happiness is not just about how the other person makes you feel, but being self-sufficient and self-reliant, always seeking your interest as well as the interest of the relationship is what is your responsibility to ensure is happening at all times. If it's education that you need to get, a skill that you need to learn, a business that you need to start, you can still be in love in a relationship or a marriage and still also make sure that what makes your heart tick, what makes you happy and contented as a person and feel like you have a purpose, you should still ensure that you're doing that whilst being in a loving relationship. Never let yourself go. Never forfeit your interest for the common good of a so-called relationship, because at the end of the day, you always end up being the one that is bitter, resentful, upset, disappointed, frustrated, because you feel that you're always on the bottom of the pile. Do not leave yourself or stop your interests, your goals, your interests in anything that you're doing in the relationship. You are a lovely, wonderful, handsome, beautiful human being that is capable of being loved. But you must also love your own self enough. Think that you are worthy and prioritize your goals and your needs, and ensure that the person that you're with has goals, interests that align with yours. So that seeking the common good of the relationship doesn't mean that you are left behind in the bottom of the pile, as if you're the dumpster that everything gets dumped upon. And if you seek this at all times, you are always happy, the relationship goes progressively, and all the parties in the relationship are very happy, very contented, because nobody's need has been left behind. If you do this, you would see that your relationship is thriving, is growing, is exciting, and everything about it is in equilibrium. Everybody is happy, and there's contentment and excitement, and you are at peace at all times. My name is Sika. If you've loved anything that I've said today, please follow, share, subscribe to all my handles on Instagram, on TikTok, on YouTube, and here on Facebook. My name is Sika Educates. It's the platform for education and empowerment of all of us as we seek personal development in all areas of our lives. If you are African, it is clear that you send remittances to your loved ones back in your home country. Download TapTapSend on your device, whether your phone, your tablet, or your computer, and please use the promo code AKUSIKA as you send your remittances to your loved ones in Ghana. There are lots of bonuses that are awaiting you for doing that, especially the first time when you make this transaction. But also, the exchange rates are very competitive, and so I would entreat you to use this at all times. I love you so much. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. God bless you. Mwah. Bye-bye.